Here we go. Welcome to the party. Who got those workouts in today? So, we had a nice, fun weekend of recovery. Going back into, let me check this really quick to get this date right. So you guys are on the same path as I. 9 weeks. We got 9 weeks till the O. We are going.
9 weeks.
9 weeks. What is up?
Did I read that correct?
Yeah, it's kind of funny, huh? Made you look though, right? What is up, everybody?
We loading up for the holidays or cutting into Thanksgiving?
Absolutely slicing and dicing. Slicing and dicing. We got 9 weeks. 9 weeks till showtime. So I am slicing and dicing. I always like to, and again, I think a lot of the Titan crew does the same. We like to slice into the new year. So it's kind of nice that not only do I have to be ready come October, it kind of brings it in nicely for the new year as well. That way we start strong instead of trying to get in shape from New Year's on. We are already in shape. So for all you guys, great check-ins. Also, just side note, great check-ins for the Titan crew from, I guess it was last week. So good job on you guys and girls that checked in and got their updates for what they're doing, and all you one-on-one clients. You guys checked in over the weekend. We gave you updates for that as well. So everybody's on plan, including me. So it's a fun one right now. Let's go. Boom. What is up? Glad you're here. Yeah, we're reformulating the products and so we'll be launching the beginning of the year. Giga Chad's in the hizzle. Let me put up a tweet just to let them know that we're rocking and rolling as well. What kind of questions you guys got today?
Brazil.
Not now. Here we go. It's already, see, look at that. Let's go. Boom. Let's see what that does. Thank you. Thank you, Mindful. All right. Thank you for the help on that one, Jeffrey. It was a fun day for us over here because Titan started school. All you parents out there, did you guys start back today? It's
Who smells the worst at Gold's? I think whoever asked that knows the answer to that one.
Yeah.
You hit legs today. About to get that in. Jeremy.
Nice job, Jay. Nice job this weekend. Also, your boy coming out of his shell. That was good.
Did
Yeah, he did. You tease him a little bit, he comes out a little bit better.
you get chick's number?
No. He will though. We're gonna break him out of his shyness. Because we had JD was there, and then Dave was there helping out, who was an absolute playboy. I'm guessing you're talking about Latimer. What do you think? Nope, no, he's not. What is he talking about?
He said something about videos.
What's up, guys?
Training times are wild. I love them.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
What's your secret to not aging?
All that info is over on the YouTube, my man. give all that information. But have you ever seen any footage? You see me talking about how to lift and stuff. I like the balance of longevity and bodybuilding. Love it. Hello. Says a lot. Says a lot. Russia. And I like how you said that too.
Mike, what's your take on bodybuilding today versus in the 70s and 80s in terms of how the physiques have evolved?
Impressive. Really impressive on what the body can do. Then it's just what's cool is that if you want to be an absolute freak, you can be, and if you want to be pleasant, or I guess that's a person's choice. Mine is a little bit more appealing to the masses and a more artwork relative to freaky. I don't know. I guess it's a combination because I think the guys in the 90s were freaky, but also very pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, to be honest, I think if I sit here and I think about it, I think there was for me, visually, the pinnacle was, that Lee Haney, Flex Wheeler, Chris Cormier, Barry DeMay, Francis Benefato. Those bodies were absolutely amazing, but absolutely freaky too. And then what's cool is I got to see them and train with them in person. And so to be around that, I miss that. I miss that you get these guys in the gym and you couldn't help but look. And then I noticed that, and this is just last week, I noticed that there was a lot of guys in town from one of the big shows that just happened. There was a Texas pro and a Florida pro, both just kind of happened. So a lot of people came out to LA, and I noticed that there was a lot of guys in the gym that were big freaks in a sense, in a good way. Wasn't impressive to me. So I don't know if it's my age that I went past that, or it just, the physiques aren't the same that it used to be. I used to see these people and think superhero, and I don't anymore, unfortunately. So could be an age thing, or it could be just that just visually look different. I think they had a incredible taper in the 90s. Even the ones that I thought were a little blocky, when you look at them today, 25, 35 years later, it's like, no, they weren't that blocky. It was just relative to who was next to them.
Training with Robbie anytime soon over the next 9 weeks.
I'm hoping so.
We need those biceps peaking.
I am hoping so.
I'll hit him up. For we'll get some film action for the fans.
So this is when you know that somebody has never been in the health and fitness world, when they go like that.
Mike, do you know Rich Piana? Well, do you? Did you ever do a video with him, or like meet him, or hang out with him, or have you heard of him? We want to over and come.
I think we're, thank you, man, but
Marcus Rule.
Yep. All the guys. It was a great thing about the 90s too. It's like everybody came to the Olympia, even if they weren't competing. So all the top dogs were there. That was great. What is that?
What's your opinion on testosterone? I think it's a test booster supplement.
Nothing.
I think it's a test booster supplement.
No opinion. Don't know anything about it. Sorry, my friend. Not a lot of questions today. Yeah, so just today we're going to be uploading a video about nutrition.
It is live.
So it's already live. All right. So we went over some training today, some nutrition today, a little body fat check today. What else we got in there?
Meals, training, body fat, a little bit of mode training.
Mo went ballistic today. I think she knows we have a busy week, so she got like 3 body parts in today. So a lot on the YouTube video. All right, we are caught up. So, yeah, that's pretty much today's go-to on the YouTube video. Tomorrow, we got 2 body parts in today. Obviously, Total Recall is kicking into second gear. But kind of go watch what I did with the nutrition. Again, trying to stay ahead of plateaus is the main thing. Always try to stay ahead of the plateaus and keep your body functioning and burning at a high rate, especially when you are slicing and dicing. So there's times that I know that you train, right? And you're dieting and you feel like you make a good jump and then it just slows down on you and you're not sure what to do. Or you finish it out, let's say, hypothetically, you finish your 12 weeks and you're like, dang it, I didn't get to where I wanted. Well, there's some plateaus in that position to help you try to get faster metabolism so you really burn everything, utilize it up. But that's the understanding of your body and what's going on and being able to read the signs. And that's what's cool about the Titan Crew check-ins is that we read the signs, we see what's going on, and then we give some insight to that. That way you do not plateau and you do not miss your goal. And that's what this is about.
Did you have issues with keeping up your training intensity when you became a father?
No, 0. And actually it heightened just because it became a new challenge and a new passions on why I'm training. So it actually heightened and got better, which is odd. Remember when you were young, it was for me, when you were young and you start dating somebody and if you fall into a relaxed state with that person, and I don't know if that's a young thing or just a time thing. And then you kind of relax. And I think that's what a lot of fathers I see and I talk to, they go, well, I'm at this age and I have a family now and everything is directed towards, I can chill, I can pull back. And for me, that's not a thing. Yeah. So it made me push even harder in one aspect. And then I got it's tougher as you get older. So just all of you understand if you're not starting right away and I'll start in a year or 2, it's only going to get tougher for you. Does not get easier. And hopefully you get better with that time and really understand it at that time so you can still make those gains. And so I did a body fat check today and to find out where I'm at and where that muscularity is at in the lean mass. So it was fun to really see where it's at relative to my last cut. And so this week was really not just, I prioritized this week to be the way it is, looking at all the details and reading what was going on with my body and understanding, okay, the strength, what level that is, how much intensity do I have in those workouts and what am I pushing and how the body is changing and the body weight. And so I set this week up, but then going in and seeing the data confirmed my belief. And so I get to do a pit stop in a sense, refeed the body a little bit and kickstart again. So make sure you guys are doing that. Make sure that you're not this guy that just stays on the same nutrition for 3 months. Lets the weights decline because you're dieting. Don't do that. Step back, get that food in, make sure that you're doing it right. Let that body burn it correctly. And also keep little details. I don't know if you want to do this, do the watch thing, kind of just, it's loose, but it does give you data. but it's loose data, but it kind of helps and kind of fun to understand. So those details are the body fat details and checking in on those things, I think, are beneficial.
Like, how do you keep your back healthy and injury free?
All over on the YouTube, my man. Yeah, just make sure you watch that and understand how I lift and work through it. And it's not just me, guys. It's the people out there that I work with are that way. And it's cool to see. That's what's cool to see, that my principles work on all walks of life, all walks of age and everything, and genetic potential, and people that don't have genetic potential, and it still works. That's cool to see, because we had somebody in today that genetically isn't gifted, but with the time in the gym and doing his thing and everything, he's beating guys that I knew 10 years ago that had genetics.
Ooh.
So as the others deteriorated away, he only got better. And they were genetically gifted and he wasn't. They were financially set, he wasn't. So every benefit was leaning towards them, and they didn't do it where he did. So make sure that you don't fall into the trap of, oh, he's got this, that, he's got a home gym, he's got time, he set himself up to do this, I don't have that kind of time. Yeah, you got to run your race. You got to stop looking into the other lanes. This is your race. This is only, you can be as good as you can possibly be. So again, go check out the YouTube, especially today, because it talks about that longevity and injury free.
Are you really there?
No, I am not.
This is a recording.
This is definitely a recording, Josh.
Mike, the advice about turning the pinky and doing bicep curls is such a game changer.
Right? I love that you did it. I love that you did it and you felt the difference, because you put something like that up and it's so tiresome to do that and give you some kind of little tip like that. That again, I didn't, I discovered that because somebody like Robbie Robinson handed that over to me, or Frank Zane, or, these legends handed that over to me. And so attempting it and doing it and feeling it. And again, some exercises like that one takes me back to 12, 13 years old, 11, 12, just sitting there flexing the bicep, which I am trying to teach Titan now.
I was at 283, I was at 283 in 3.5 months. I dropped to 210. But what do you recommend on how to lose the stubborn fat for my lower sides?
Yeah. I don't know how you dropped from 283 to 210. So it is the process that you do it that you can continue. And I've talked about this on numerous YouTubes, is that you have a utility belt of things that you can do and you can use, right? It's like Batman's utility. I can use the rope over here. I got the keys to the car. I got all these things I can go to, these gadgets. And that's what weightlifting is, or creating the physique and getting yourself down to a low body fat. It's how many things can you use when they're necessary so you can continue to lose the body fat to get to your goal. Now, unfortunately, if you're one of these that you used everything from the start, you started tremendous amount of cardio, you started fasting, you started taking out all your carbohydrates, you started fat burners twice a day, workouts twice a day, staying up late so your body burns more instead of sleeping and recovering. If you did all these tricks that can be used slowly, periodically, when your body slows, I have nothing to give you. You might have to do a little break and try to maintain where you're at and incorporate these things back in. Stop the fasting, stop the low carbs, stop the cardio, stop all these things moderately and slowly, so you don't gain all the weight back, but you get to use those again at a different point. So this is for anybody on here that wants to lose body fat. What I just gave you is all you have to do. That's it. Take that, run with it. and you'll be in perfect shape in the next, and you said 3 months. So you've done your 12 weeks. You've ran yourself into the ground and you've done a great job losing a tremendous amount of weight. Again, I wish I knew how you lost it. And hopefully you did it in a healthy way, to where that fat is just fat and it's not a whole bunch of loose skin.
What was the best training advice you received when you were young that put you into practice?
It wasn't good advice. It was advice that I would discover 20 years later. But at the same time, that mindset that I had set me up to win. So I trained like a complete monster as a kid, believing that if I outworked everybody else, I would be better than everybody else. Now, did it help the physique? Well, yeah, of course. I got muscular. I won the teenage shows. I won the universe. I won all these things. I could have been better, but by training that craziness, it set me up to be able to continue training for a lifetime, because I just went to a ballistic area to where I now understand how hard I can push myself, if that makes sense. And so sometimes doing something incorrect will set you up in the long run compared to just being perfect. And somebody said that the other day. Somebody said that it was a great point. He goes, you trying to optimize yourself in every little detail compared to getting out there and getting into a street fight and pushing forward, sometimes optimizing it is a huge delay to you getting anywhere. So it's an interesting statement. It's like, I know Heath Evans always said, train smarter, but train harder. There's some truth to that. It would be great if everybody trained perfect, but if you train perfect all the time, there might be a delay mentally for you to know that you can push yourself harder. So it's not a perfect world. Not everybody trains perfect every single time. Do the very best you can, but I would recommend, I like the idea of you push it to the extreme. We can pull back for 3 months when the body doesn't turn out right. But another thing that I think I picked up was so much was possible as a youngster. And I think that was a benefit. I saw how incredibly strong somebody could be. Many, many people could be, and how muscular they can be and how big they can be. And so I think that helped a lot as a youngster, because that's when you put your limits, right? As a kid, that's where you put your limits on it, because when you guys hit 25 or 30, you think your time is over by creating a beautiful physique. Thanks for the question.
Like, how was life growing up in Washington State? Did you ever consider going back?
No, Washington State is not the same Washington State I grew up with. It is a completely changed place. So no, I wouldn't go back. But it was great to grow up, mostly where I grew up. I was a farm boy, and it was the beginning of the explosion of Kirkland and Finn Hill and those areas where, again, Kirkland is Costco. So Microsoft was there and so many more things, but I was there before all those things, and I got to see those things come into play. And it was a great place to grow up. Great place to grow up.
Homelessville now.
Yeah, I got all my brothers and sisters up there, and yeah, it's a different world.
Is flat bench still good, or do you prefer a slight incline?
I only do incline. I haven't done flat in shortly after I competed in powerlifting. Probably finished up flats in my 30s. My late 20s, sorry, not 30s. My late 20s, I finished it up. By 30, I probably never flat benched again unless we were doing something silly.
Whatcom County near Baker. This guy's.
Wait, I don't even understand this.
What do you got? would you be willing to have liftoff? Would you fucking lift? Would you have a liftoff with Greg?
How does that make sense?
Yeah, dude. You'll fucking
Dude, first of all, how does that make sense?
he'll bench and then you'll curl it. And then you just go
Yeah,
back and forth.
whatever his strongest lift is, I'll curl or something. Dude, he couldn't do a lift off against my girl. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, my friend. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Have you ever suffered a fracture or had to get surgery for getting injured?
No.
No, sir.
Mm-mm. Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky.
Let's see. Here's one. Is fasted cardio for 25 minutes in the morning enough, or should I add 2 cardio sessions?
No idea.
What do you mean, no idea?
I have no idea.
There's one answer for every. There is an answer.
Squat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the answer is not squat, you're asking me the wrong question. Yeah, your question doesn't make sense. I don't know you. I have no idea. Also, guys, this whole thing about fasted cardio, that's been debunked like a couple of years now. For you guys that love the science, that's already been debunked. So, yeah. Did you guys know that? Just do any kind of research. You see the debunk on the fasted, also on the fat loss when it comes to fasting, all those kind of things. Food's your friend. Food is your friend, and will keep you healthy for the longest period of time.
You'll burn calories fasted. You'll burn calories not fasted.
Stay strong. Retain your muscle, my friends. This one's hilarious though, because he doesn't even. You asking me to lift off against somebody that doesn't even lift anymore. Yeah, he could lift against my girl. That's silly. You're funny. He is funny though. I like his humor more and more.
If I weigh 160 and I'm getting over 200 grams of protein, but I'm still dealing with hunger throughout the day. Would bumping up the calories help with the hunger?
Yeah, more calories. Yes, but you kind of answered that, right? You guys know that you eat more, you're not hungry. That's the fine line, though. So, where's too much? Where's not enough? Because that's the thing right now. It's like you're taking in a good amount of protein. You're doing great there. So, where's your carbohydrates at? That would be the question. Can your body utilize them? Or have you been starving yourself from them?
Yeah, a lot of these questions are Titan group questions. Check-in questions where, Mike can't answer because he doesn't have any of the information or history with you. Where if you're in the Titan crew and you have history with Mike, he'll know your check-in from 2 weeks ago, and then he'll know you today, and then he can give you a better, guide.
Yeah, I agree. These questions easily answered over there in the Titan group because there's the other 20 questions you can answer and tell me where you came from and what you've been doing. And then I can understand it. Like the guy that says, can I do cardio? 25, is that good? Dude, I don't know what you've been doing, what you look like or anything.
It could be great for one person and totally ruin another person.
Exactamundo. Look at that, Jeffrey dropping knowledge. What do we got, you crazies?
Calisthenics versus weights. Mike, what benefits give each?
Weights has already been established as the ultimate longevity tool, the best way to retain muscle or build muscle. Calisthenics is great cardio. So is weightlifting. And again, that's another one for you guys that love the science. Weightlifting and cardiovascular are a couple great things and equal when it comes to cardiovascular. Except weightlifting does more for muscle. So you get a benefit of two things. Yeah. So, and then also just remember this. If you say calisthenics, I'm thinking you're doing burpees and jumping jacks and I don't know, handstand push-ups and Squats, I guess you could do, or walking. You're doing a lot of repetition for the calisthenics, which is great again, right? Except I've worked with so many people like Navy SEALs and military, and their bodies are broken because of the mileage at such a young age. These guys are late 20s and already have broken bodies because of the mileage that they put on by the calisthenics, by the running. And so their ligaments and stuff are so beat up. So remember that too, guys. When you're doing this, pick and choose on deterioration and overuse of something where you can get the same benefit with less mileage. That's a cool idea, right? Can I get the same benefits, if not more, with less mileage on the body? That way I can do it.
I'm at the stage where I need to train 7 days a week. If your body is fine, do you think 7 times a day is fine? I think it means week. 7 times a week, fine.
Good luck. Rock and roll. Train as much as you want. I mean, you'll know within a couple weeks if you're making improvements or you look the same or worse. So, and again, think of this. And that was the young me, right? The young me was, I'll train like this and I'll train twice a day. Ooh, I wish the older me would have slapped the younger me somehow. Time travel. You're saying that you're going to train 7 days a week and then you're going to create this physique off of 7 days a week. And so you're going to have to continue to train 7 days a week. You're setting your body up just like the guy that dieted down, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say hypothetically he dieted down by fasting 4 days, by doing 2 hours of cardio, by doing sit-ups and all these other things, and only ate 3 times a week, and he only ate until 2 o'clock in the afternoon and then starved himself. So he got in a good shape, technically, for where he was by absolutely going bonkers. Now, to stay there, he has to continue to go bonkers like that. And so everybody out there that's going, I'm a beast, I can train 7 days a week, and if the body's okay, your body's not going to be okay. At no point does, I know the greatest, at no point did any of them train 7 days a week and get better. Even Frank Zane was just talking to me about this. He had a 6 days he'd work out and he'd be 2 body parts each of those days. And he goes, it was just way too much. And we're talking about one of the greatest in the world, one of the smartest that ever did this. And he still trained like that. So he has that, like all of us do, we have that beast mentality in us. But he goes, I didn't get the gains when I pulled it back and had a couple rest days here and there. I did so much better. So, answer your question, absolutely not. Don't go 7 days a week. But thank you for being the guy that asked those questions, because I think a lot of people here would like to go, I'll train 12 times a week. I'll do 2 a day, 6 days a week, and maybe take Sunday off. It's great for a portion of time and then pull back.
Jeremy Davis, do you work out legs? You talking some shit.
Yeah, talking really some stuff, doesn't he?
Just came out of nowhere with that one.
Coming from a guy that has absolutely no legs.
Steve, what does this say while you're here?
Steve, what does that say?
While we have you here.
Oh, that was Steve that said it, not Jeremy Davis. I got you. Yeah. Good, Steve.
That was Steve.
Nice. He's toxic.
He came out of nowhere talking shit.
For a Jehovah's Witness, Steve, that was pretty rough, buddy. Come on now. Come from a place of love. Love Steve.
Do you believe prioritizing delts or prioritizing the lats helps with the V taper more?
I don't know what your body looks like.
Exactly.
Guys, it doesn't work that way in this world when you ask those kind of questions.
Right. Steve, what is that?
Steve, what is it? What's this guy saying? Come on. Make yourself useful.
I saw you at Sky Zone and I took a picture.
Whoa. Yes. Thank you for saying hello. That place was way too hot. We went to that trampoline place.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my gosh.
Was it good?
It was good, but you got to go during like the week when, just let them day off of school or
In
something.
like a jungle and
It was, oh,
shit.
I stayed as close as to you guys go in. I'm staying right here by the door.
Oh,
And it was
Saturday?
still, yeah,
Oh yeah, no.
yeah, it was Saturday and it
Yeah,
was
no.
packed and it was just,
No way.
I was like, why don't they have a blasted air conditioner? It was nothing like a gym. Like you got on a basketball court,
Really?
doesn't matter how many people, that AC is blasted. It wasn't.
Do you think it's a good idea to start with calisthenics, like push-ups, pull-ups, bodyweight squats for a few months before hitting the gym if you're a complete beginner, or just go straight to the gym?
Straight to the gym with the weights. Absolutely straight to it. Weightlifting takes forever and to understand it and move through these exercises. I know somebody can show you a curl, but I know so many people that do their whole lives and they still don't know how to curl correctly and connect it. So no, go to the gym, start learning this stuff, get a trainer. Don't waste any time not understanding this stuff. Try to learn as quick as you can.
How many times are you doing cardio?
Nothing this week. Nothing. It's a nice little recovery week. But next week I'll go back because I'll be 4 weeks out from Dubai. So I got to go right back into it. I'll hit it 5 days a week.
Braden says calisthenics will teach you the foundation of all lifting. Let's definitely start with calisthenics.
Block them. Absolutely block them. The problem with that is for everybody that's here, you did calisthenics when you're in 6th grade. Doesn't teach you anything. Teach you how to get your heart rate up and you got sloppy form, doesn't muscle connection. It's momentum. Calisthenics is momentum. Learn to isolate and move through that thing with the muscularity of the body.
You'll get good at moving your body weight, and then you'll become better at tricking yourself into moving your body in different ways.
Get your butts.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Jam.
Momentum is great for the athlete, and that's great out there when you're doing those things, when you're playing the basketball, football, whatever you're doing, golf even, the motion and the snap to it. But it doesn't help when you're doing weightlifting. Weightlifting, slow, controlled, isolated, especially if you don't want to get hurt. Jumping jacks teaches you nothing about squats.
Jumping jacks. Do you train with rings, doing like dips or pull-ups?
No, I finished rings when I finished gymnastics.
They couldn't hold you up anymore?
And then I also did it. I did it during gladiators. I did rings and stuff like that. But again, no, the torque on the body pulling on that is 280. It's unnecessary stress for me that I'm never going to be going down the highway in rings. Yeah. It's fun though. If you are at a decent weight and you can do that, have fun with it. Do it. Titan will definitely do it to learn control and isolation. He'll do all gymnastics equipment, parallel bars, high bar, especially floor. I think floor is one of the big things. If I go back and I missed something, I missed floor relative to as much of the rings and pommel horse because I wanted flares as a youngster. I wanted flares, but I was also fighting my legs getting so big and thick. And so it was a terrible timing for me for gymnastics and bodybuilding. Should have done it in younger.
Mike, I was casted/chosen for a new season of American Gladiators. I told them you were my inspiration during the casting, and I think that sealed the deal.
Man, Rye, congratulations, my man. Congratulations. You're going to have so much fun doing it. You will. Are you a firefighter? That's awesome if you are, man. Thanks for doing what you do, but congratulations and continued success. This will be another level. And then remember this, you chose to be there, so you'll understand this being a firefighter if you are. It is tough. You're going to get banged up. Don't be upset about that. Appreciate that you got the opportunity and use it. Use that opportunity as much as they are going to use you. All right. Nice job.
Do you believe in bad genetics, or is it a point of smart work and good diet?
I've seen the worst genetics still do something. The worst genetics, guys that like, I wouldn't wish that on my enemy, genetics. And they still became great off of work ethic and understanding nutrition and training. And then I've seen guys with the most outrageous, didn't have to lift, could eat McDonald's genetics that they looked like Greek gods, and they didn't appreciate it. And those incredible people with genetics, time caught up with them. So it doesn't work that way in life. You put in, you get the understanding of the number one thing is work ethic. That's it. You got a crazy ass work ethic. You will become whatever it is that you choose. One more, guys.
Firefighter and a railroad conductor.
Oh, dude. First off, I have no idea what a railroad inductor is anymore. I only know it from the cowboy movies. Holy cow. Nice job, man. That's cool. But nice job on the firefighter. So you understand this. And you know what? That's going to help you because you've ran around with such packages that you had to hold to do stuff and climb ladders, because these games are going to be so fun and unique for you. So just crush it. Have fun. That's the thing. Don't go out there nervous and wide-eyed. Go out there and have fun.
How often do you train till failure?
Maybe twice a month. Maybe twice a month. I'll go on to a workout and do failure. Yeah. At least once, maybe twice.
Same question from a couple of people.
Yeah, maybe twice a month. Maybe guaranteed once a month, but nothing more than that. About 12 workouts a year.
James says, what up? I have the worst inherited genetics, but the work ethic has been eye-opening. That's right.
I disagree on the genetics. I don't think that you have bad genetics.
Oh yeah, my man's eating like a zillion calories.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you do. Trust me, I've seen what, yeah, and you're not. But your work ethic is second to none. So I'm proud of you, kid. Proud to know you. So yeah, this one works hard. I'll guarantee he probably goes to fatigue maybe 4 days a week, 5 days a week. He pushes it.
You ever eaten Korean food?
There was the one girl back in, yeah.
Drop sets or supersets?
Neither. So you're fatigued or you push it to a limit, and that's all your muscle needs to go to. So why do a drop set? To push it again? Well, you just did. So you don't double do it. It doesn't work that way. And then superset, why would you want to fatigue yourself purposely in such a short amount of time? I mean, if you're doing it for a photo shoot or to have fun at the end of the workout, then I'm fine with whatever you want to do. Then it's just you having fun. Cool. But if you're doing it for a benefit of enhancing the body, I don't see it. And that's also, guys, it's, again, for you guys that want to go off the science and everything, those already been debunked. It's not good to train to fatigue. It's not great to speed through workouts. It's not good to do supersets. But with the science saying that, if you're having fun, you're having fun. So, skip the science and just do whatever you want to do. All right, guys, thank you for hanging. Holy shnikes. I think that Twitter, or what do you call it now? X got crazy over here. My Giga Chads are freaking. I love it. You guys be good. We'll see you guys later.